Ein echter Jackpot. Zu A1 Internet gibt's jetzt ein Geschenk nach Wahl.
Hello there, blood. Also, I think because I have the stream sound not muted yet, that we do not hear your voice, but my voice. Yes. No problem. We have some time. Oh. I thought you were just setting things up in the background.
Hello? Yeah, now you hear. Why did it change again? Now it should work. So, hello guys, and sorry if there's still people there right now. No, there's just one guy here. Oh well. I guess it...
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, now it should work, finally. Oh no. Well, so is there anything else that doesn't work? The desktop audio does work, the Discord audio does not work again. Let me fix that with a controlled shock. Because I have to set up where is it? This one here. Now to speak. Try to speak.
I try to speak.
Nice.
Hello.
Now,
I'm trying to speak.
You can also be here. And now I need to, for some reason, set up the sender some zero game as well. Oh no, the sender some zero is silent for now, so this should be okay. Yeah, okay, sender some zero works. Now everything should work accordingly. Professional streamer.
By the way.
Oh no, oh no. Well, it should be fixed by now. Great. So the next thing is, I hope that the music is not too loud.
I'm trying to check it. I just think our voices are a little bit low.
Are they? Okay. Let me...
A little bit. Maybe just counterbalance it a tad.
I'm trying it. For some... Why doesn't it allow me... Ah, there it is. Discord does some funny OBS does sometimes funny things, so
Especially
now
when
it should
Discord is.
now it should be settled. Nate, it's too loud, Blood Gaming. What is too loud, Nate? Hello there, by the way. Is it the music or is it our voices? Man, streaming is hard. I have a... Oh. I'm sorry about that if you guys hear that. I have a crown on my head now. The music is too loud. Okay, thank you. I will try to fix that one. This should be better now. We have some sirens going on right now. So, something happened outside. Do you hear that, Nem?
Funny thing is, I do not hear it on Discord, but I hear it on stream.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Okay, thank you for letting me know, Nate. So yeah, and for some reason I still have the issue. I need to find out why and how. I have to find out why my stream keeps clipping onto my main stream. This is still also an issue I have. For some reason. Especially when I'm on 3 monitors. So I guess that's a thing. Well. Anyways, where is our dear friend Yaboy?
He probably forgot he's American.
Probably. I mean,
It's like 2 p.m.
I mean, we currently only have 1 viewer, and this seems to be Nate. I had 8 people watching already the video, but all people left probably because of 7 minutes of silence. That's great. Perfect start.
Well, we're just gonna wing it.
Yeah.
No pressure, just
No pressure.
cool.
Well, it happens to the best, I guess, that sometimes it doesn't work out as much as you wanted. I mean, it's also something like probably not many are too interested about, so we'll see if this is something. Yep, only 1 remain. I mean, you're currently, I'm currently on 0, at least what YouTube says, so...
I have 2 watching.
You have 2 watching? That's interesting. Ah, it doesn't matter. So, Nate, for you, you might have read it already in the screen. What we are going to do today is we will fill out the survey. I will fill it out together with Nem and hopefully the other 2 guys that might join later on with Yaboy and maybe Sevatra, even though Sevatra seems to be not available for today. And it should be just like a chill chat and, you know, sharing opinions, etc. So nothing too special, honestly, but I thought it would be interesting to talk with more people about the game, giving feedback and, you know, all that stuff. I've prepared some stuff with not this one here apparently, with the feedback, with the chat feedback, and I wanted to go through it. There it is. With my people together. Yeah, and that's all the stream. I'm not a whale Aver today. Oh well. But I guess it's already 15 past 8. I think we can start. What do you think, Nan?
It's alright for me. Maybe I will write your boy. Probably he forgot. But
maybe.
if not, I'll just write him in case.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. So, did I have anything? Sevatra being a whale is a crazy thought, not gonna lie. He is not really that of a whale as far as I know. Compared to me, I'm a whale. I'm sorry about that again. But yeah, I bought the whole monochrome shop again. So I hope that they will restock it at some point again.
he had the time mixed, your boy. He'll probably join in a second.
Okay, I see. Oh, hello, ya boy!
Oh!
And
What's
he
up?
jumps in with wonderful energy. Hello there! We are currently live.
What up?
We are currently live after having some issues with my with everything that goes with audio. For some reason every setting was changed again, so nobody was able to hear anything. Even my microphone was not recording. Great start.
I say stop that, but
yeah,
like
probably. That's true, Ned. If Savatra would be a whale, he would have M12 Bernice by now. Definitely.
M12. Gosh, we don't. You want that many mindscapes? Holy
Just so he
jonkers!
can run
Imagine.
Super Nieces in one team.
Imagine M12. Hey Savatra, I walked into chat bang. First thing I see is my name.
Indeed.
Hello Savatra. Oh.
Hello.
M12, yeah, of course M12 Bernice. You would definitely wail for it, right? If you would be a whale, you would wail for it.
Jesus Christ. Yes.
Nice. So it seems like my internet is still a little bit wonky after the thunderstorm, because I have no viewers at all. So I will.
Hold on. Speaking of viewers, give me that link so I can be a viewer.
The link is also in the announcement. Just go there.
Nah, I'm too lazy. Oh, jeez, you're making me do work. What the heck?
Yeah, work for a little bit. Man, I'm paying
No.
you.
Wait, you are?
Yeah, I'm paying you in democracy coins.
What
He's paying you in
the
freedom.
absolute
it's-
unit measurement is this?
It's freedom coins, my friend. You know?
Freedom coin.
Freedom coins.
Right. I knew Bitcoins changed their name recently to like Ethereum or something, but damn!
Damn! Alright, so glad that you made it, Savatra, but I guess you can't join chat. You're probably still busy.
L.
Yeah, it's an L. But it is okay. So, wait a minute. We have to go mail and we will start with the survey. I need to check though. Let me see. Does YouTube and everything work and the sound in the background? Let me see.
Yeah, you just have to give us some time because of the delay before you can.
Technical difficulties.
No, there's no difficulties, my friends. There's no difficulties. Also, Savatra and Nate, if any audio settings are too low or too high, please inform me. I'm still trying to find out. But I think it should be watchable. But now I will give you guys the link to watch on Discord. Give me a second.
Also, I just turned on the stream for a second and Zeke is like 2-3 times louder than both of us.
I might just very well be loud.
I will set him up, don't worry. Give me a second. I will put him
The American boon, loud.
Yeah. I got you from 200% to 100%. It should be fine by now. Oh,
Alright, cool. I'll make sure to...
Sorry for the coughing. It feels like one of you is whispering and the other one is shouting. Classic America. I need to inform you ASAP. It feels like one. Yeah, okay. So Zeke, I put you down. I put me up and Nemroider.
Yeah, good.
It should be fine, hopefully. Otherwise, I still.
Yeah, chat will tell you if I'm still even too loud. That's fine. I'm just naturally... But I speak in bold.
You have a loud organ, my friend. That's for sure.
Talking about my organ like that in public? Be mindful. They don't need to know about my organ.
About your organ, monsieur. Oh well. Well, I hope you guys are prepared because for now we will, if you watch now on the Discord stream, We are
Yes.
going. Oh, actually, when were you born? Well, I guess we could say.
19,040.
Well, I mean, there's no secret to it. I'm this year. Of course, I'm male, probably.
In 10 years, when your streaming
Nani?
career has
In
peaked,
10
people will go
years.
back to the stream to find out the
Peak.
true identity.
Controller, of course. Please answer the following questions based on your preferred controls. Okay. How do you feel overall about the current version of the game? Okay, guys, what do you think about it before I tip in?
Tell you what, Neb, you go first, and then I'll follow suit.
Alright then, let's keep it at that pace. I am very satisfied with the current version of the game. I do have obviously some things that can still be improved and some things I do have a little bit of a quarrel with. But overall I'm very satisfied, so I would say I'm happy.
Exactly the same. In exactly the same text.
Yeah, Ned already said I'm not a female streamer, so it's immediately uninteresting. -1.
You need to get
No,
yourself,
we don't have boobs.
VR
We
model.
have moobs.
We have moobs. I mean, we have a good
Moobs.
channel. Yeah.
Well, no, we have MOOBS. They're called moobs.
Yeah. So, on my take, honestly, I do like the game, but since there are some little lag issues, I will be honest and I will say I will be somewhat satisfied and not very satisfied, because the gameplay is still good, don't get me wrong, but there are some minor inconveniences which I will follow up later on.
Alright then.
And yeah, I will go with that.
The minor inconveniences are big enough to pull it down a notch.
Yeah, I will pull it down a notch this time a little bit. You will find out why.
Oh, for anybody who is watching the stream, should we specify what kind of players we are, so that there's anybody who's new, who's not familiar with how we play, they can get an idea of where we're coming from.
I mean, that's actually true, yeah. But I think we can go over it if we start with agents, etc. So Sevadra is very satisfied. There are some features I'm sad they didn't add, but this was a very solid update all around. Yeah, that's true. It is really good. I love the game, but I will give them this time a somewhat satisfied. I hope they will fix it in the 2.1. Anyways, let's get going. How familiar are you with the Soul of Steel Golden Bamboo event? I always
Did all of it.
I always love how they are like, I'm not aware of this event, I'm aware of this event. Like, are there really people who are not aware of this event? Like, is this really possible that they have to ask this question?
To be fair, Blood, I think there are people just logging in to do the dailies and get off and don't even do most of the other stuff.
Why even playing? I was always questioning myself because
there are people like this, people who play 10 gachas on the side. They're like, I have to do my dailies on every gacha and then I get off.
Okay, I see.
That's the only thing that gets me off.
I see. Well, what do we have here? The overall satisfaction. I was one of those people who really enjoyed the Bamboo event. I have to give that one. So the overall satisfaction for me is very satisfied. The combat controls were okay, they can be improved, that's for sure. The strategic...
I'll second that.
Yeah. I would have gone through it and then you guys can continue.
Alright.
Yeah. So,
I thought we'd do 1 point at a time.
And strategic gameplay wise, honestly, you had 2 options. It was melee or
gun.
Melee or gun, yes. But there were things you had to consider, and it seems like some people had issues. So for me, it was very satisfying. So what does chat say? Chat says this Bamboo one. Sevadra was not happy. Nate said it was fun, it was good, it was peak. I see. Okay, so we have those opinions. So what about you guys?
Well, firstly, I really enjoyed the kind of side story they did with that event. They pulled back some characters we haven't seen for a long time of Belleborg and Billy, and I was really happy to see them. Also, I thought the Golden Bamboo was hilarious. That was a real meme. And I like this anime mecha face-off theme they got going for that. I'm very satisfied with the event. It was a fun event. The combat controls were a bit wonky at times.
True,
because, well, to be fair, you auto-lock at everything. So there's not really too much to do there, I think. But what the strategy concerns, I just realized for me the shield ultimate worked the best, and after I realized that, I didn't use like anything else. I just kept shooting and sometimes did the shield ultimate and I got my score and I was happy.
The shield ultimate, okay, that is interesting, because I went also with gun, but I had the automatic missiles that were for targeting the enemies, and with this I got the high score immediately, even at the end.
Alright, no, I took the shield ultimate. It was the best thing to destroy the enemy.
Okay, bye, Nate. Was fun. Cheers to you.
In my point of view,
okay.
At least.
So, yeah, boy, how about you?
So, I have a few things to say, because I think this event was one of the things that brought me back to old style ZZZ. Original 1 year, patch 1.1. Where you had all these characters like we were talking about, frolicking about. It was very much villain of the week, which was, for me, very amazing, because it's like, I'll be back! You can't keep me from coming back for my Bamboo! And they all go, come back anytime, cutie, we love you! It was adorable story-wise. I love how Billy was the reference point for a lot of the story, Grace being the technical aspect, had a lot of joy in talking about the Bamboo history of like, Bamboos aren't pets, they're friendly, we are friends, and he goes, no, we're enslaving. It actually brings into a little bit of a morale compass that ZVZ is very good at talking about, because they're very good at talking about decisive topics in a lighthearted way, and it is a decisive topic, is are they just robots, or are they actually good friends? Some of them are, in some cases, like we saw in the past with the, oh goodness, I'm trying to remember the name of the Bamboo who had imported memories from another one and became a cop.
It was North, and I think Kami North.
Kami North.
I think it was
Kami North. Thank you. But that kind of mentality is what it brought me back to. But and I think for me, that's where I'm very satisfied. That's where I'm like wholeheartedly. The gameplay, clunky. To describe it, I went the punch route, then I went the gun route, then I went the other route, the shield route, I think it was. I didn't like the shield route that much, personal opinion. I liked punching things into oblivion. It was clunky.
But I think it fitted.
I think it fit because it wasn't meant to be taken in a serious regard. If this was meant to be, okay, serious regards. If this were the same gameplay as tried to do Trigger's final story, where it's dark, depressing themes and not any bright colors at all, I would have taken a lot more reservation to it. But because it was supposed to be lighthearted and a villain of the week idea, I thought it was cute. I thought it was fine. And personally, I am more than satisfied with what I was given, considering the rewards were actually nice.
I have to say, the part that this was a mini-game, for that, they did it really well. I would have been content with a lot less and would still be satisfied gameplay wise for a minigame. They really did a big part of introducing new kinds of gameplay just for this mini event, and I thought they did it really well.
The expression above and beyond comes to mind.
Yes.
Well,
I can't
continue.
think of anything they could have done better. Except for making a different game that's not ZZZ anymore, I guess.
True.
just make a new game.
I mean, it will be interesting because we all kinda have the idea that the mecha event, the Bamboo mecha event, might be for a future new character.
I don't have that idea.
Seed.
I really do not think that.
I do.
It is
I really
actually
do not think
possible.
that.
Imagine if Seed is really that big, and you play
No.
this character. It would be fun, honestly.
I can see that. I mean, probably they do some testing with it. I can see that, but see it implemented in this way would be way too cartoonish for my tastes, at least.
Mach alles ohne Werbeunterbrechung.
Honestly, for combat controls, I would put neutral, not dissatisfied for me. Because they didn't not work as much as they were clunky. They still functioned in a way that actually gave versatility.
It didn't detract from the experience.
Yeah, I wouldn't put somewhat dissatisfied. I'd do neutral. But if that were my choice.
Yeah, I mean, with this, if they really test the waters with Seed and Sivadra didn't really vibe with it, which is a kind of fair, but also, as he says, he is restricting himself with a lens overall. The thing is, if they really put in this much effort, there might be a possible chance for Seed being S-rank as well. So we will see about what ZZZ has to offer in the future. For now, I think we will go to the next question.
Yeah, we don't know what the future holds, but...
It goes actually further.
I do. Have you not seen the script?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just going in there blindly. So, what do we have here? It is convenient. What is your opinion about the Bengu event? It is convenient to view information and interact with the event interface. I did understood the interface immediately, but it seems like some people had issues with it, but most probably didn't really read. So, because this is a Gacha phenomenon, people just play.
Wait, whoa! Gamers reading
Gamers
in this 2025? What the heck?
I see.
I didn't know gamers could do anything.
It is fine. Not everyone likes the same thing, so... regarding this, the information I had was completely okay for me, so there was no issue about that one. The overall experience was smooth, and I didn't encounter any obstacles. I personally didn't encounter any obstacles, honestly. It was a fun experience, and the only thing I had said before is the clunky mechanic to play. So regarding the text that is writing here, I would say strongly agree, because I had no obstacles. Did you encounter anything that was weird for you, that hold you back? I think not.
I wouldn't say it was weird. I had to retry the final stage twice to get the maximum amount of points, but other than that, it was a smooth ride.
I had one minor difficulty, and all it took was hitting the reset button. I got stuck in the wall.
Oh, okay, this is unfortunate. I see.
Okay, so I reset something I was doing for 30 seconds. Spooky. 0 out of 10 game.
Oh my god, I glitched through the wall. It's such a bad game. We have to EOS it.
End of service! Wait, is that why EOS is called EOS? Oh,
imagine. If EOS dies in the game, then ZZZ dies. Think about it.
I'm big brain. Next page.
Right, next page. Yeah, so the event rewards were attractive. Yes, of course, it was a free event. It was funny. It was okay. Getting the rewards.
you say that now, but do you actually remember how much we got from the event?
It was actually not. It was actually plenty for a little event.
It was like a 10-pull.
I have pulled it up right now, and it wasn't like a 10-pull.
It was like a 10-pull, yeah.
No, it was 580 polychromes.
And
8 W energy modules.
Yeah.
24 blue W energy supplies. 200,000 Dennis. And 48 medium ether chips.
Look, 200,000 Dennis is a lot of money, more than Nicole has in her savings, okay? And you guys also struggle with Dennis, so be glad you got the Dennis.
I'm not disputing it, I'm just saying that...
I thought it was more than that.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that as your boy demonstrated, when you think into the past, you actually don't really know what you got from the event, because I couldn't remember, and that's why I pulled it up right now.
Yeah, I was like, hold on.
I didn't know
I was wrong. Fair enough.
Fair enough. I think it is okay though, because you have to count all the event rewards together. And for this little game, I think we got the engine from this game, right? Was it from this?
We did. No,
we
Cinema
got
got
it from
the
the cinema.
scroll.
It was from the cinema. Okay.
Also,
Yeah, it's
we
the
did
miasma
get-
boost one, right?
We did get a name card from this event, and I used that name card because I really like it.
Let's go.
But
Yeah,
other
let's
than that, I'm not saying I'm satisfied with the rewards. I think they are very attractive, and I strongly agree.
Yeah.
But I just had to look up what the rewards for this
Oh,
specific
yeah.
event were.
A 10 pull would be a lot, that's for sure. Yeah, Engine is a cinema event. Yeah, true, Salvador. I forgot. Because I'm not using the engine, but yeah, it was a cinema.
Who's used
recorder.
the engine? Post in the comments.
Getting the rewards I want doesn't take too much time and effort. The Bangbu event was the first event I did and it was actually quickly over. I also finished the last mission in my first try with I think 23k. So yeah, it was not really too much time effort. It is cinema event.
Yeah, I think you needed to reach 15k to get the polys anyway.
No,
After that, it was
20k,
shit.
20k I think it was.
Yes.
Was it for what, like 10 poly?
And the probably the event is interesting. I actually I strongly agree. I did like the event. It was fun.
It was a good event. I also really enjoyed it.
Psych.
I would have enjoyed it even more if it was a little bit longer, but maybe it would have overstayed its
I
welcome.
think it would have overstayed
It
its
would have
welcome.
been oversaturated, and like you always have to balance every event. The cinema event took a lot more time compared to the other stuff.
Absolute
And, wait a
cinema.
minute, I got. Oh no, never mind. There was just a little ad in the background. So anyway, next page. How would you rate the game difficulty of the Golden Bangbu event? So difficulty for me, honestly, it was very easy, but I speak for myself. Other people seem to had issues because I have over 800 views on my account and I noticed that some people actually really didn't got the 20k because they probably didn't read. So for me it was easy. For me it was easy though.
What I can say is that usually I one-try the events to S-rank, so I don't really have to put too much effort into it. But I had to retry the final stage of this event 2 times to get it to 20k. So it was actually more difficult than your usual events, I would say.
Really? Okay.
I don't think it was difficult. So
It was just
for
right.
me having to try 2 times, I don't consider that difficult. So I would say it's easy but acceptable.
Sivatra too hard.
I would say it's easy but acceptable, but I think it was more difficult than other events of the same variety, like the trigger shooting event or stuff like that.
Okay, I see. Interesting. Well then, on to the next one, I guess. So, how do you... there's more. How do you feel about the difficulty of mode chapters and stages in the Soul Steel Golden Bond event? Okay.
Yeah, we absolutely remember
Yeah, we
each and
remember
every
everything.
yes.
Okay, I will let me give me a second. I will seep through that one right now. So, how do you feel about the difficulty? The difficulty was always easy but acceptable for me. So we'll just sweep through that one here. Thank you. Next. How do you feel about the difficulty about Ashes mode? This was probably the challenge stage. It was easy but acceptable.
That was even easier.
Yeah, it's a bit easy. I'm not okay with it just right. Yeah, there's nothing else. So I'm gone through it. The combat experience in various modules about the Steel Golden event. The firearm, flight module, armor module. I didn't play the armor module, so I will give it a somewhat satisfied. No, a neutral one because I didn't play it at all.
I don't remember.
The armor module is what you said. You played with the shield. So.
Yes, but there is an option for I didn't play it, which would be I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
True. The flight
I played the armor module, I liked it.
Yeah, the firearm module was funny, the brawl module was somewhat satisfying, and the
It was fun.
I didn't like the melee module at all. I
Yeah,
just
the
used
melee mod was that
that
was the most clunky part of everything.
Well, then F me, I guess.
And-
I liked it.
F you, I guess.
You can fill out the survey for you then for
I did. I did. Why am I here? I'm just here to.
No,
give me a second, blood.
you're here for commentating as well, you know.
Give-
So giving your
Yeah.
Give
Your
me-
opinions are ass. I love you
Give
guys.
me a second. Give me
No.
a second, blood. Okay, your boy. Winner's over for the melee module.
Okay, first and foremost, the gameplay of it smashing down as if you're the Incredible Hulk, walking forward, was one of the most fun experiences. It felt like having no interruption in my punches, and then throwing my punch across the screen to get it back in order to do a charged punch was just so satisfying to me. I like the explosions. I like the knock. That was just boom, boom.
Fair
Well,
enough, honestly.
I guess you liked it, so that's fine.
That's good to hear, honestly. So guys, on to the next one. How familiar are we with the holographic Onslaught Arena event? Do you remember which one this was?
Yes,
Not even a little
obviously.
bit.
But it's the one we get like every 3 patches, so it's like 2 separate or parallel waves of attacking and getting to try out characters and teams that are featured in this patch,
True.
and 3 enemies at the end of it, and none of those are really challenging, especially if you do them with your own characters. If you
it
do them
was
with provided
this, yeah.
characters,
Yeah.
they are also not challenging.
There was no challenge to
But
this.
I agree with Sevadra. It is indeed a peak event because what it allows you is to play with the characters that are currently available to pull, and this way you can test out how they play. And I personally love it because that way I can see if I like the character or not. Like I knew after this event that I don't really vibe with the gameplay of Yishuan, but I totally vibe with Chufu.
Yeah. Well, these events are trying to sell you on the characters because you get buffs that enhance those characters, and as Savadro said, they are way too easy to get a grasp of how the character works in actual DA or actual combat. But it's good to have combat events. I like to have combat events, and it's an easy event. I
don't think it did well to
hassle.
represent Aftershock. I think it did well to represent everything else. Because Polka and Trigger do not work well together.
And I'm not dissatisfied with the event. I'm perfectly content with the event. I was just saying that... Did you swear already? Where? Oh, that's what I said. No. I can only see your chats where you say psych!
Psych. So
And shh.
yeah, we saw
Scream.
shit Sevadra, so. But
Hold on, let me try swearing.
he's swearing. I think YouTube censors some swears. Yeah, this might be possible, honestly. It happens. Alright, so I like it, personally.
Yes,
I know about the difficulty, it is very easy, but I'm not here to test how with the highest difficulty, how the character is. I'm here to see how the character plays. So this is enough for me to get an idea if I like to play the character or not. But I mean, they could make it a little bit harder, but then again, probably some people would have issues with it.
That's true. That's
I'm not dissatisfied with combat events in general. Let us fight, and I am happy.
I think.
But yeah, let me fight.
Nem, did you see what I just sent? I didn't see anything right now.
The last thing I see is I think YouTube censors some swears, and then your question.
Ah, yeah, you definitely. If you use the F word, then it didn't go through. I would have to check if there's something, but currently I don't want to touch the live stream because it is working. So
For now.
for now, yeah, I want to leave it at.
If it ain't broke, don't fix.
True. What aspects of the holographic Onslaught Arena event are you dissatisfied with and believe can be improved? Okay, I will go with my idea first, and then you guys can add to it if you want to. So, it takes too long to complete a single event stage. Not really. I'm not sure
Not
how
at all,
to
no.
trigger a tactical buff. Not really. It's difficult to tell if I have triggered a tactical buff in stages. I mean, about triggering a tactical buff, I agree actually that I'm dissatisfied with, but this goes also on my feedback later on, because we don't see the triggered buffs in most of the cases. And I know there's a lot of buffs here, but it would be nice if we see disk drive buffs and other buffs being activated, honestly. So in this case, I will tick this one on. Next one is, the tactical buffs triggered in the stages don't result in noticeable improvements. Honestly, I never check these out. I'm pretty blind when I go through easy stages. The stage difficulty is unreasonable. In what? To being too easy or too hard?
It is really unreasonable. It's just unreasonable.
Oh no, I clicked the button 6 times and I won! Oh god!
Oh no, in what case? Too easy or too hard? I won't tick it right now. The trigger requirements for tactical buffs in the stages are demanding and hard to achieve. No.
Sevadra is actually right with what he wrote. The enemies have too little HP to trigger some of the buffs consistently.
Yeah, really, it should be a little bit harder.
Guys, everybody, HP deflation, it's here.
Yeah, no, I used my Yishuan, which was actually well above the normal Yishuan they provided you with, and I pressed one ultimate and the entire stage was dead, and the stage buff and the stage requirement was use at least 3 ultimates, and I'm like, guys!
Guys!
A little aid here, a little HP for the pickings.
Honestly, you know what? In this case, for those events, it should be, honestly, in my opinion, I stopped using my characters, you know, because it is too easy. I was like, you know what? Just don't, just make it custom-made event agents, and don't let you choose your build Yishuan or Shufufu, because on the Shufufu event you couldn't choose your own Shufufu, which was great because that way I had a shitty build Shufufu, but in this way it wasn't too easy. Oh well, and you can test more. Anyways, this is okay. The event rewards are not attractive enough. I mean, this is a test stage. The stages are monotonous and repetitive. Nah.
Somewhat.
I think it's somewhat, yeah, but
you have those 2 parallel branches, and one of the branches was like the Evelyn Koleda branch, and the other branch was the Yishuan Chufufu branch, and basically every stage was the same.
It was exactly the same. They're not even basically.
It was actually the same, yeah. I mean, usually I say I don't really care, but yeah, I agree with you. It is actually repetitive, so I will.
I'm not having too many grievances with repetitive tasks, but I have to say it was repetitive.
True. The challenge objectives in the stages are demanding and hard to achieve. Not really. The event rules are complicated and hard to understand. Not really. I don't like action combat events. Why is this even an option? I mean, whatever.
Yeah, some people just like the story events.
Yeah, I guess it happens. So we will do this one here, and I will say, make the stages a bit harder to test the agent's combat kit more thoroughly. Please!
Blitz!
So I think this is fine on my side. And next. What is your opinion on the following statements about the holographic Onslaught Arena event? Event rewards.
Let me look up how many rewards we got for that.
The event rewards are attractive. For me, it is fine as it is, so I will just strongly agree at this point. I think it is fine for what it is.
How is the event called?
Holographic Onslaught Arena. Where do you check this one, actually?
I usually check it on Game 8.
I see. He's hacking. Is your name
Matrix.
Hackerman?
Holographic Onslaught Arena, alright, that's it. So, the rewards we have gotten in this stage is 350 polychrome,
Nice.
120,000 Denny's, 12 bamboo system widgets, 6 senior investigator logs,
I think we
20
can...
medium investigator logs, and 16 medium burn chips. Also, 1 tuning calibrator.
Ah yeah, the tuning calibrator. I would say we will go through
Yeah.
the most important items. You don't have to
Alright,
read everything.
I just not name the medium ones.
Just-
So the
just-
big ones are the 6
just name-
investigator logs, 120,000 Dennis, and 350 polychromes.
Just mention level materials, the Dennis and the polychromes, and maybe the special one. That should be fine.
Honestly, for the tuning calibrator, it's worth it for how easy it was.
I mean, the thing is, the tuning calibrator is usually. I mean, it is a good item, but at the same time, it is not because
Can be or just can be.
Yeah,
It's very wonky.
yeah.
But the rewards are attractive. It's alright.
Yeah,
to get
the
those.
rewards
But
for what it
to be honest,
is okay.
that wasn't even 3 pulls for the event. It was 2 pulls.
It's whatever. Wait a minute, I got another ad. I don't want YouTube Prime or Premium, whatever. So, getting the rewards I want doesn't take too much time, effort. Getting the rewards I want doesn't take too much time. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really take much time.
All of the rewards. didn't
All
take
of the
too much
rewards.
time.
The event is interesting. It is interesting, I like it. So, and I think all of you agree on that point here. Also, Sevatra
Yes.
probably.
I completely agree.
I
Combat
wonder
events
actually if
equal.
Sevatra is cursing all the time now and we don't see him in chat right now.
God,
Combat events be good.
that would be funny. What is your opinion
Oh.
of the difficulty of the modes of the named event? So the difficulty is very easy,
Yeah.
acceptable. The frontline mode very easy and acceptable. The special offensive mode very easy.
Are we actually? Is it actually acceptable, or is it a bit easy and I'm not okay with it?
Let me.
I would actually prefer it to be more difficult.
Actually, yeah.
yeah, I want to feel like I'm actually a part of what I'm doing.
True, I forgot the meaning about this. Yes, I completely went over my head.
Yeah, if you ask me, hey, I want to test this character, and you give me 5.5 seconds, and I go, huh, I really didn't have enough time.
Yeah, true. No, actually, yeah, you're right. It's easy and I'm not okay with it. Yeah, true, for all of it. No, yeah, it went over my head. True. Okay. Next event, the Gravitational Attraction Cinema event. Man, I'm totally aware of this event. Everyone
I
is...
didn't even notice it.
I don't remember, I'm not interested. No, I'm very satisfied with this event.
I have to say I'm very dissatisfied. We were supposed
There
to
was
take,
no Shu Yuan!
we were supposed to take our relationship with the agents on the next level. Where was that? Where was the hand holding? There was no hand holding. Only some slightly
That was
leaning
the
against
most
each other.
say-so relaxed shit I've ever seen. Oh, it's so good that we can bond over this and slightly tease each other. Hee hee.
Yeah.
Jokes aside, I really like the event, but I want.
Oh,
our
jokes
agents-
aside, I hated the event.
I want to take it to the next level.
The next level comes with the fishing event and the...
That's what they say, but I believe the next level does not come with the fishing event because they already baited me once and didn't deliver.
And they will bait you twice, my friend.
Where was my hand holding with Caesar? I deserved it.
So, well, what is your opinion? It is convenient to view information and interact with the event interface. Yeah, this was completely fine. Everything was shown and there was nothing you... I mean, it was funny that you have to choose the right movie and it was actually suggested to you and you didn't really have to be, you know, attentive to
I
what you
would
read.
actually have preferred if there wasn't a big, shiny, sparkly reminder. Oh, this is the movie the character would
Yeah,
like to watch.
I
But to be honest,
agree.
there are
It's
so many
fine.
people who just skip through the text and then hope to get by without any interest. They just want the rewards and are not interested. And we
True.
also have to accommodate for
fair.
those people, I guess. They exist and they are not few people. They are actually maybe even the majority.
Yeah,
And for those
probably.
people, the reminder exists and it doesn't detract from my enjoyment, so whatever.
No, it is fine. For the majority, there's probably really plenty of people who don't want to read through this, so I agree. I was always, before I went there, I was always thinking, okay, which movie? And yeah, then I tried.
Did any of you guys actually try out what happens when you pick a movie the other agent doesn't want to watch?
It's just basically
I thought you didn't get the buff.
They are not satisfied, and you don't get the first stage of reward. But so
Yes, but would the conversation then also be different?
the conversation is
in
a
the
little
cinema?
bit different. Yes, apparently it is. So there's actually two small different aspects on the reaction of the characters if you actually dissatisfied. And I noticed it especially with because I misclicked a few times on, I think, Astra, and also the I think it was the sugar addicted.
No, my question
Coco?
would be, if you choose another movie, if you choose the right movie, you also talk about the plot of that movie. But if you choose another movie,
It is
Wouldn't
different. Yes,
the
yes, it is different.
talking, would there are like 5 routes or even more routes per character? I didn't actually test that out.
I mean,
I never did.
I also never did, but I know from other YouTubers that the text will change. So,
Well, I'll have
Yeah.
to see then if Caesar reacts differently if I'm gonna watch the dog movie with her.
you can try.
What a horror film movie.
But
Anyway.
again, getting the rewards I want doesn't take too much time and effort. Honestly, it was a slow-paced event, so it did actually take some time.
Yes,
This
it
event
did
was
actually
a slog.
did take a fair amount of time, and as you guys know, I really dislike Harumasa, and I really dislike Vivian, and I really dislike Astra. I skipped through the dialogues because I was totally uninterested with the characters. I really don't like them, and I just skipped through the movie scenes with those 3 characters. The
So-
other ones I really liked, but they didn't.
So the thing is, getting the rewards doesn't take too much time and effort. I have to say it did take some time, but for me, because it was slow paced, it was okay. So for what it was, I will give it a neutral one, because I can't really disagree with the cinema aspect, because you can skip through it. So that's why.
That's what I did, because I am the #1 hater of this event.
Really? Is this no joke? You really didn't like the event at all?
Oh, absolutely. I thought this was probably the worst one Zenless has ever done in the
Damn.
game for me. Yes.
That's a hot take.
It is an extremely hot take, but it is mine to have. I thought the event was very lukewarm. I thought talking with them could have been even better done in separate cutscenes that didn't require me having to do essentially a mini game to converse with them that I knew all the answers to. I did not even try. I clicked every button and I got every single one correct. It was embarrassing how good it
Only
was. I just
50-50.
didn't even. I literally 50-50'd every single one, got none of them incorrect, got the gravitational attraction every single time. I felt like every single one could have been outside with a voice cutscene, or at least some sort of conversation about it in a scenario. This event was pointless. I did not like Coco. I thought Venus was the best one, in my opinion. Venus is best girl. However, this event, as much as ZZZ is about movies, it's about the culture. I'm talking about a movie, and I'm like, oh, I want to see what the movie's about a little bit more. And it wasn't really about the movie, it was about the character development. And I would have loved to have actually seen more of the horror film, or seen more of the romance between Cappuccino and Machine. Man, no. Hot take, 0 out of 10 event.
I see. Damn, this is actually an interesting take, honestly. But it is fair. It is your opinion. And yeah, sadly, it dissatisfied you this much. But
it was such a dissatisfaction. Yeah, but because I feel like if you're gonna do a movie, the minigame sucked because the minigame was basically just Osu. And I'm like, okay, I'm in a movie theater. Why could the minigame have not been about the movie instead of, oh, what is everybody thinking in the background? Oh, here's the climax of the flashy fever time. And I'm like, I want to see the clips of the movie. I'm in a movie theater.
I mean, yeah. Actually, if I think about that, the first thing that came to my mind was also that you see more of the movie instead of the character interaction. But still, I was actually pleasantly surprised still, because that way you got to know the character more and don't really go for the movie plot. But I get where you come from. But for me it was actually okay, because we got to know a deeper relationship to the characters, and I'm a sucker for the environmental building and how the characters basically interact with each other and what they prefer, etc. So this is at the point what I really love about ZZZ, is how every character in the game basically fits to the world building. And this is why the cinema was so good for me, because you got a deeper understanding about the NPCs, which I love the addition to include the NPCs that you know the most out of it, especially wieners, of course.
I agree to the fact that adding NPCs to the roster was a good idea. Definitely. Because only agents would also be a possible choice, and they would have probably sold you the agents better with that. Probably. Because they can sell you NPCs, but I think it did a lot of good for the world building. However, I do agree with your boy on some parts, especially for me, who is a waifu puller.
Fair enough, of course.
The event was good for me when I was interacting with characters I already did like, and it felt like a real slog and a real drag when I was interacting with characters I didn't already like from the get-go.
I see. So you
like I'm a big Harumasa main.
Those things. Okay, I see.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I'm a big Harumasa main on the opposite. I thought his story was great. I thought it was good. I just feel like it was misplaced having this kind of interactiveness while I'm thinking about, okay, here I am in the movie, and the guy's having a mild horror panic attack, and I'm like, oh, that sucks.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
It's miserable for the guy. He's like, I'm okay. I made it through. I'm trying to do my best. And here you are, and you're just like, oh, so I'm playing Shrink now.
I mean, definitely the cinema can be improved, but all in all, I think it was a really good thing that they implemented here, and we will see how they will go forward with this, because they definitely plan to put in more agents to display. And wait a minute, I think there's plenty of agents that weren't included in the cinema. So
yes, there were plenty of agents who weren't included.
However, something I did like is there were agents in the background if you looked.
Yeah.
And they were watching the movie too.
Yuzuha and also
Alice.
Alice, yeah, those two were actually sneakily put into the background. And I have to admit, I did not, in fact, saw those characters because I was very focused on the dialogue. But this is my type, basically.
I was not focused at all, so I was like, oh, hey, there's Alice!
You could look around. Yeah, I get it. So the overall experience was smooth and I didn't encounter any obstacles. About the smoothness about the game, they had long breaks in between, and I was hesitant to use the skip button because I didn't want to accidentally skip one of these scenes. So in this case, I somewhat agree to the smoothness. But the gameplay was fun to play. so that was funny for me. The event rewards are attractive. I mean, I will simply agree because I'm fine with it. Nem,
Well, let's have a
do you
look.
wanna see
What
what
the snow say to the Nemreuter school of
the
stuff?
Nemreuter school? Yes, indeed.
Let's have a look. So it was the
Senpai,
cinematic.
what's the
What was
numbers?
the event called? Cinematic, gravitational cinematic.
Oh man.
Nemreuter senpai.
We definitely
ZZZ
got the
event.
engine here, the event engine, which I couldn't care less. I think the best engine we got up till now, the event engine, is the first we got on the Blossom event.
Gravitational attraction, alright.
I like the one from the Bernice event.
Forgot what it was.
It's a crit rate engine for attack.
Oh yeah, the crit rate engine is also okay. Yeah, true.
So, this event was obviously a really big event. It was a really long event.
Yeah.
And we did actually get 1,140 polychromes from it, so almost a tenfold.
Nice.
We did, however, get less Dennis than from the both other events with 180,000.
I mean, understand.
With the amount of money I had to spend to enter that theater, sharked.
We did get 12 specialized ether chips, which are the big ones,
Oh, that's nice.
and 70 original chips, which are the versatile ones, which you can use for every character.
Yeah,
One hamster cage pass,
true.
and the event engine. However, the event engine is
Ass.
the only defense engine that has impact on it, except for Caesar's engine, but the passive might as well not exist.
Ass.
So you could actually just play Caesar with fossilized core and have the same result. So
Yeah, I see.
they probably tried to make this engine some kind of a helpful thing if you're exploring the new areas with the miasma. But I have to say, I have never encountered any problems with miasma poisoning at all.
I have not watched anybody or any chat room that has ever said they've had a problem encountering or going through the miasma. In fact, they're way too generous. They have given more checkpoints for miasma to eliminate the miasma, and mid-fights where there's just beacons there that go, hey, if you step here, miasma goes away for 5 seconds. And I go, I don't need this, but thanks.
But also, you have gotten a title, the Film Festival Special Judge, but I don't think that anyone actually uses that. I fear.
Really, yeah, at the event was
However,
interesting.
we got a lot of polychromes for it,
Yeah,
but it was a long event.
that's true.
And it was one of the main events in this patch.
Alright, so we will seep through a little
Asha,
bit. We've talked
my
a lot.
beloved.
How would you rate your experience with the gravitational attraction, with the gameplay features? So, the overall satisfaction with the gameplay was, I will go with the somewhat satisfied again, simply because of the skip dialogue. The story.
Let me give
Yeah.
one addition to that thing. The gameplay was reading the orange sentence, which was the last thing the other character said, and then pressing the dialogue option, which includes what the orange sentence said.
Indeed.
So I wouldn't say that's actually all that good of a gameplay. The gameplay itself was really mind-numbingly stupid because they marked with bright orange the option you're going to choose on the next page if you want to be successful.
It was the same process of having, like, the illusion of choice. Whenever Faithin has to pick an option of one or two, it's always the same thing no matter what. It's the same thought.
So I'm going with these three here, with overall satisfaction is somewhat satisfied, the story cutscene is very satisfied, and the gameplay, I agree with Nem here, it is neutral for me, because there was not really a gameplay, but there was some gameplay with the also, and I will count this into the total gameplay thingy here, and yeah.
Yeah, I agree with the rating because I don't think the gameplay actually detracted from my enjoyment. It was a medium to deliver the story, which I guess is fine.
Okay, what do we have here? Light and Shadow exclusive solo viewing gameplay. This is the also thingy here.
Also,
The overall satisfaction with this one, actually I liked it a lot. The gameplay enjoyment was also funny, and the control key layout was also okay with it. So
I also enjoyed the
that
gameplay. It was
fun.
refreshing.
That was fun, yeah. Then, which of the following games have you played before? None of the above. Have you guys played anything actually from Hoyo before?
No.
No? Nem?
I have played Genshin Impact for 2 months before I started ZZZ, and afterwards I have never once booted the Genshin Impact back up again. ZZZ is so far superior, and I thought Genshin was good when I played it, and then it became really, really mind-bogglingly slow after the first 2 months.
I see, I see. Oh, we are actually finished already. Holy. I thought, wasn't there more events? Well, no,
There were way more events, but it looks like that's the one they wanted to ask you.
I see. Well then, we will go to the interesting part, guys. I will just make a quick copy-paste here. Halump. And this is a lot. So, we will go with my points. I want to actually point out for the... Wait a minute, is this the right list? Yeah, it is the right list. So, actually, this is now where my personal feedback comes from, and I will read you through my points I had to write to the ZZZ devs. And it would be interesting what if you guys share the same opinion or not. So my first point is, please don't overuse the black screen storytelling mode too much. ZZZ storytelling in the first chapters till 1.4 was peak, with all the cutscenes, comic panels, animations, voice acting, and character interactions. Wait a minute. Yeah, exactly. So this is my first take to the ZZZ devs.
Your first take?
My first take, yes indeed.
Well, I do agree, but
Thanks.
I have to say, with a little bit of realism on this
hello,
one.
Burning Stone, by the way.
Oh, what's up? So I just want to put this into a little bit of a context, because the first few chapters of ZZZ have all been worked on for possibly years, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
And they are intended to draw you in. And now we have an update every 1 or 2 months, which
Which
means
is fast.
that
It is fast.
that they get the peeps possibly have to cut corners. I know they're $1 million company and they could just hire more people, but some things are not as easily solved by just hiring more people who do not know what the other peeps are doing, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. So the reason why I wrote this is, I wrote it exactly with please don't overuse it, because I have written it before. Maybe I should have shown it to you.
Yes.
Because I do know that they had to change a lot of the game, so a lot of company resources, and this is this part here. Some of us players are aware that the game overhaul took a lot of resources. So I do hope that in the future you guys can focus more on the ZZZ story again and get back its charm from the early days, which leads to my first point. So this is actually how my first point started. I actually had in mind that they have a certain size of workplace and people working for ZZZ, and they had to overhaul the whole game. That's why I'm saying, like, please don't overuse it for the future. It should not be the future baseline to make it even more, black screen and words, even though I do like it sometimes because it gives you detailed information. I'm a story writer myself. But if it's too much for the ZZZ, it would be like a little bit sad, because it would lose the charm. That's all what I was saying here.
I totally agree with that. So, are you saying that 2.0 overused the black screen method? Or is
yes,
it just a cautionary?
No, it's just
thing?
a cautionary thing in this case. It was a little bit more present, but at the same time, like my first sentence explained it, I'm aware of it, so I just don't want it to be more and more and more.
Alright,
Yeah.
I absolutely agree with that, but I don't think I had any issues with the 2.0 story of overuse on that case. They packed it full of cutscenes, though I would have wished a little bit more of the comic goodness
I
did
miss the
for
comic book
first
storytelling.
Yeah, true. This is maybe it will come back in the future. We will see about it.
Well, I mean, they did it with Hugo's. They did it with Hugo's story when they did the comic book panel for at least a good 6 or 5, like, good size panels.
You're saying that, but I actually skipped most of your story. I don't remember anything
Yeah,
of that.
we have an active Hugo hater here in the chat.
I can tell you, up until 1.7, I have read about everything that was on the screen in this game. But I just skipped through Hugo's story. I find this guy to be utterly.
It's
No,
fine.
he's a terrible character in my opinion, but he still had comics.
He had comics. I didn't notice. But thank you for bringing it to my attention.
You're welcome. I'm more than happy to be supplemental in your Hugo hate train.
I love it.
Let's continue because I have 17 points. So points.
Alright. Is one of them about
You
Hugo?
have 17 points. What the hell?
Of course, I'm a dedicated player, my friend. So
You know, Blood. This list is gonna pop up in some intern's email box, and he's like, I'm not
they're gonna
read
cry.
this.
I'm a Gacha developer. I don't read. I just work.
He's like, so I'm paid to make a diagram of things that guys want to super.
Even better.
I'm not summarizing this.
So I'm the IT guy who's meant to give you the Denny's, and I have to just acknowledge you just did this. Alright, cool.
Yeah, alright. So the second point is, ever since the overhaul, the English translation between written text and voice lines don't match up, which can be irritating and break the immersion a bit. Same goes for typos or even gendering when the text says him on a girl or her on a boy. Yeah, Burning Stone's list is actually even bigger. I used a few points from him because I agreed with it and I had the same in mind, so I had a little comparison. So yeah, the second point, back to this one here. If you guys didn't, if you guys noticed, there were some funny errors.
I did notice.
And it's like, for me, as much as I can overlook it, because I know it happens, you know, it's like it still breaks a little bit. You can get out with your attention, and if you're immersed in the story and suddenly you have this one here, you're like, huh, this is not what I actually read right now, so I'm a little bit confused. This brings me a little bit out of the when I'm reading focused.
It doesn't bother me at all.
Oh, okay.
I read it and I listen to it, but it doesn't really bother me, to be fair.
Okay, that's nice.
It's not at that of an egregious level that it really.
No, it's not that bad, but it's still. I noticed that especially in 2.0, it happened more frequently compared to the other.
Yeah, it happened like 7 or 6 times. It not at least that I noticed. It was minor by comparison, but it is still a problem to bring up.
Yeah, that's why I was. That's why I pointed it out. The next one is actually a big idea suggestion I just got today. So let's guys, hear me out, okay? I have one big idea that ZZZ could implement. Add a hollow area which literally gets randomly generated every time you enter it. Maybe even going so far that the hollow changes while being inside of it too, which then follows up with a mission to find a way out by killing bosses, finding passages, or follow ether fluctuations. Since the open hollow world already exists mechanic-wise, implementing the extra random factor would deepen the immersion of the so-told wild life cycle of hollows. There are plenty of games with random generation programs, so an in-game activation should be possible as far as my technical know-how goes. What do you guys think about it?
Holy balls, Batman, that's dank!
I would say it would be awesome if it would be implemented, but it has two problems. The first problem, you wanted them to focus on the story instead of overhauling the mechanics. If they add a randomly generating hollow.
It's like another event, like Lost Void. You can basically adapt for each patch, you know what I mean? But it would be interesting since they already implemented it, you know? Because there will be some things that change from time to time in ZZZ, and this is just an idea. But this would be actually great.
I don't know if you're roboting for me, but you're roboting for...
Yes, it's also roboting for me. I thought it was just on my end.
Oh, sorry, I'm roboting?
Nope. Sorry, Blood.
Oh,
yep.
No. Yeah, my internet actually has an issue. Oh my, this is bad.
Yeah, stream stop too.
Yeah, stream stop too. Damn it, what happened here? Give me a second. God damn it. You guys still there, by the way?
Yeah, we're here.
I'm here.
You're here? Okay. So
only on Sundays though.
The internet is fine on this one here. Let me see.
Stream looks like it's back.
Yeah, I think I had a little. I think I had a minor hiccup. Give me a second. The stream is the stream back now or not? So this.
Yeah, it looks back.
It seems it is back. Yes. I will. What happens if I... Can I actually... Okay. No, it is back. It seems like I had a hiccup.
Back again.
Okay.
JD's back.
Okay, I should be back.
New friends.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
I think this was an internet hiccup. Well... I have an error message on my YouTube, but currently the analytics say that the status is bad. So the stream is actually not fluid. I don't know how I can change that, honestly. Man, this sucks. Oh, now I have a good connection again. And I think we can continue.
Alright then.
Well, this kicked all the players out, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, the idea, basically, it is just an idea, but I think it is actually a very interesting idea to make the Hollow experience more lively, especially since we are getting new levels anyway. And if they put in a random generated Hollow in there as an event, or maybe in the future make it permanent and add on to it. I mean, they don't really have to add on to it, because if it's random generated, it can. If every time you go in, it actually generates you a Hollow world. So with the given imprompts of the random generation status. So it would be interesting if it is possible, honestly. I think the idea itself is good, but of course there are many technical challenges to go through to make it happen. But it is an idea for the future that might be possible and would be maybe interesting as a gameplay mechanic.
Sounds awesome. Throw it one step further. Make it multiplayer.
Well,
yeah, multiplayer.
Man, this would be fire. But let's start with the idea first, because I think
he's gone again.
yeah, he's dying.
Oh, I'm dying again? Really? No, please.
Yeah, I think yes.
Now.
Oh no, please no, not the stream dying.
Oh, you're back now. I think it's starting to.
You guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I will just go with it. For now, it says I'm fine. I will actually close the sound, right? I mean, man, I don't have any music then. Too bad.
Your voice is the only music we need, Blood.
Yeah, I think I will just close that for now. should I not close it? You know what? I would
Damn.
just close everything here. And yeah, maybe this should work if I do it like this. Anyways, so I hope. Man. Anyway, yeah, this is point 3, and I think we're just moving forward until it doesn't work anymore. And right now, my stream shows my main screen again. I have no idea why. And now I have a connection issue. Oh well, you guys hear me?
Such is the way of the world. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's move onward. It will probably fix itself. I will just close the music, man. I'm sad about it. I'm upset. Yeah, close this one here. Let's make a little refresh on the page, please. I'm not happy about this one.
I don't blame you. It should not be this way, but yet it is.
Yeah, it happens probably, even to every streamer. So, anyways, my point number 4, the new powers of the proxies is a neat addition for running around inside the hollow. But sadly, the difficulty on these puzzles literally have no difficulty at all. At least there should be some kind of, yes, I had to use at least 2 of my brain cells puzzles out there.
That's a hard one, you know.
I
As
know,
I said
this is
before,
my opinion.
Blood,
This is my opinion.
I'm totally of the same opinion, Blood. I'm totally of the same opinion, Blood. But the problem is, most gacha players are retards who use only one brain cell.
I know, but still, this is an issue for me, so this is why I put it out there.
I totally accept and understand. And let ZZZ be the one gacha above all the others where you have to use at least 2 of your brain cells if you want to play it.
Yes, I want to use my brain cells.
Yeah, really. This is really an issue for me. Like, I understand that you want to make the game
Let us
easier,
while thinking.
but at the same time, it's like, come on, don't make it like, man, like this is a game for toddlers. I mean, we don't want that.
Yes, it's very hand-holdy.
Yeah. I didn't
It's
really
very
appreciate
hand-holdy
it.
from time to time.
So, point number 5. Following up with number 4, with the puzzles. Please be sure to not forget about bringing back Fairy and the TV mode of ZZZ. Even if it's just events, as much as the new gameplay is appreciated, the old one was the reason I started playing and what made ZZZ so unique as well.
Absolutely, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this is like one of my most important points I have.
And bring back the ZZZ not in the way of the... God, what was it? The arpeggio fault?
The arpeggio fault was just bad.
Yeah, the arpeggio fault was really not good.
It had some good parts, but mostly it was just annoying.
It was also long-driven at the same time.
Yes.
It was odd.
I like how they're doing it right now. The way they're exploring now, great.
Yeah, it's actually nice, but still they definitely should bring, because what I also liked were the TV gameplays. Like, I love these. Those were the best mini-game events we had so far. And sadly, they even cut out these events, so...
Yeah.
But I mean, we get other events, but again... bring back TV mode in some way, shape or form, definitely. And now, point number 6. It would be nice to get a rerun of the Click Click Hollow Reporter event and maybe even make it permanent. So
You want to make candid shots of your characters?
Yes, of course. I mean, it is also very good material
For content creators.
for thumbnails. So this is...
Yes, it's a good thing for content creators, I agree.
Yeah.
Totally.
But what does your boy say? Did you like the photo event?
The photo? You mean, was it the one that was mid-combat or out of combat?
Mid-combat, where you could take pictures mid-combat from your characters. I loved it.
Alright, hottest take in the century? I had no, I had no desire to want to do it. The reason why is because, as someone who enjoys the combat, it broke up the combat. And I was like, okay, I get it. I do.
Yeah.
But also, I was just like, no opinion, really. That's my hot take, because I don't actually have a good opinion. My opinion is shit.
I
I
mean, it's not
mean-
shit. It is just your feeling. For me, like if I want to do combat, I do it elsewhere, and the event allowed you to take combat shots, which you usually couldn't get, and this is why I liked it, because you could basically free freeze, and then also camera adjust
It's
certain
dying again.
Oh,
situations. And I'm dying again. Why? Come on.
Yes.
Well, great stream, guys. Bye. Oh no.
yeah.
I guess so.
No. Wait a minute. I will.
Okay, I can hear him again.
Wait a minute. Let's do this one here.
Maybe it works better if you do not stream on Discord as well.
Yeah, probably. But I will try the 15-bit rate. It should be still enough for you to read because I'm not fighting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think the quality should be enough for it. Man.
You can also turn it lower. Actually, if we're talking about these points in this way, you can just turn off the Discord stream and we'll watch it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, because I think you hear it what I'm saying. So yeah, I will.
Yes, we hear what you're saying.
I will disconnect this one here. I will actually refresh it. I only have 3 people watching. I think 2 of them is you guys.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. It's just a try. I guess this is not something very really interesting for other people.
Oh, well,
but it's fine.
it's a nice discussion to have.
Actually, yes, I do like it. So we will
So,
see. Yeah. Then point number.
what the previous point?
Wait a minute. I think my stream is loading.
Yes.
In theory, it should be online. No.
I can see you move your mouse.
Is it dead or not? Ah, I see. Okay, it should be fine. Okay.
You're pointing at point 7.
Okay, anyway, I will just go with it again and hope for the best. So yeah, moving on to point 7, and this is actually a point, I haven't seen many people talking about it, but this is a very important point I always get in there. It would be awesome if A-rank agents get their own story like all the S-rank agents. Please, I want to know more about Corin and others.
I agree, but not even all of the S-rank agents do have an agent story.
Yeah, true. Like I think every character should get a story. This is like
I think Seth had a lot of stories, surprisingly.
yeah. I mean, but
Yes,
their own story, like an agent story. You know what we have in the archive.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, but the standard S-ranks, I think Coleda has one. Rena has
Soldier
one.
11 has one.
Wolf has
Rena.
one, Soldier 11, Lycan. Okay, so they did one for every one of the standard S ranks.
Yeah. I think every S rank agent, regardless of standard or limited, do have an agent story. It's really just the A ranks. that
No.
don't.
No. Caesar doesn't have one. Hugo doesn't have one. Vivian doesn't have one. Shuyan doesn't have one.
No, they do have one because they were included in the main story. ZZZ actually.
But you said agent story.
Yeah, okay. I said agent story in the archive. True. Yeah, right. I actually count the main story.
He's dying again.
Really? Oh no. Oh no. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Okay, you know what? I think
Because
I think at this point I will just end the stream and we will just talk with each other, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like this is not fun anymore. I will end the stream. So
It
for
was a
those
good
3
try,
people
man.
that
It
are
was a good try.
watching, thank you, especially you, Seek and Neverrider. And whoever was also watching.
No problem.
But the stream is, yeah. Streamed.
It's cooked.
Yeah, it's done and cooked. Now, if it happens so regularly, I have to end it. Cheers and thanks. Oh, well. Oh, no. I will end it. Yeah. Man. That's sad.